This is your life, Vincent Dispenza. You did it your way. On a cold, snowy Friday afternoon, December 2nd, 1932, across the Atlantic Ocean, in Alia, Sicily, 25-year-old Santina Dispenza decided it was time for you to make your appearance on planet Earth. Since Alia had no hospital, a midwife who lived just a block away was summoned to your house to help with your arrival at 3 p.m. The very next day, leaving your home with you, your 27-year-old father, Vincenzo Dispenza, took you to Mayor Giuseppe Gialimbardo's office to be registered as born on December 2nd, 1932. The two witnesses to your birth were your maternal grandmother, 59-year-old Liboria Todaro Cemento, and your paternal grandmother, 63-year-old Cosima Lamandola Dispenza. They were there to attest to your birth the day before. In the first decade of your life, from 1932 to 1942, you made your first communion. You attended school under Mussolini's regime, wearing the uniform of the Son of the Wolf, one of Mussolini's many regiments throughout Italy and Sicily. In 1942, at the age of 10, you had to leave school to work for a rich family of 5 sisters who lived next door. Your duties included cleaning the house, tending the mule, collecting firewood for the oven where they made bread every day, and in helping to make the spaghetti. You were paid 1,200 lira a year, which at that time was equivalent to about $10 or $12 a year. You remember on July 20th, 1943, during World War II, that General George Patton passed through your town on his way to Messina to meet British General Montgomery. So instead of going to work, you spent the whole day at the town square watching the American soldiers march into town. That is where you learned your first English words, hello and candy. But when you got home that night, your mother had found out you did not go to work that day, and she got after you with a big stick. You had to continue working until 1945, when your good friend, now Father Disclapany, influenced you to enter the seminary, since your family could not afford to further your education. After passing the entrance exam, you attended the seminary in Cefalù for 12 years as a seminarian. Graduating in theology, and then being ordained in 1958. You remained in Alia until 1965, serving in both of Alia's parishes, Santa Anna and Santa Maria della Grazia. You remember each year going in and out of every home in Alia the day after Easter, blessing all the homes. Many people gave you monetary donations, but there were some who sometimes gave you eggs. Meanwhile, in 1964, your cousins from Baton Rouge, Mamie and Bernice Dispenza, made arrangements with Bishop Tracy to have you brought to the Baton Rouge Diocese. So you packed your bags, said goodbye to your mother, and goodbye to your father, and family and friends, and flew from Palermo, flying to America, and eventually in Baton Rouge. You first served in Baton Rouge at St. Anthony Church, then at Sacred Heart in Baton Rouge, at Holy Family Church in Port Allen, at St. Teresa Church in Gonzales, and then at Ascension Church in Donaldsonville, while making many Italian friends along the way. In 1970, Pope Paul VI speeded up dispensations for many priests who wanted to leave, which you did along with many others at that time. Also in 1970, you became a proud American citizen. After working at several different jobs as a corrections counselor and as store manager at Cracker Barrel, you and Mr. Tony Provenza decided to open a restaurant on Airline Highway called Mama Rosa's, but after 6 months of hard work, you both decided this wasn't for you, so you sold the business. In 1970, your cousins Bernice and Mamie got a group of us together for an Italian class taught by you. That's where we met, and after a couple of years, you asked me out to dinner. We started dating, eventually fell in love, and were married in 1978. After retiring from A&P, you used your free time with your artistic talents by drawing, and by painting. Since that time, you have had many accomplishments in both civic and community affairs. You organized a new national association of Alia immigrants throughout the world. For the 500th anniversary celebration of the discovery of America by Columbus, you formed a committee to bring the Christopher Columbus statue to Baton Rouge in 1992 to honor our Italian immigrants by raising $60,000 in donations from Italian businesses and families. Back in 1993, you applied for dual citizenship and again became a citizen of Italy, now holding both American and Italian citizenship. In 1999, you initiated establishing a professorship in Italian studies at LSU, again raising $60,000 from donations of Italian businesses and families. You raised funds once again to help build a church on the outskirts of your hometown in Chianchitelli an area that badly needed a church. You have been an outstanding charitable fundraiser, Vince. During these years, in your free time, we find you at the computer by way of Skype, keeping in touch with your very many friends and relatives throughout the world, and by helping Italian friends on their trips to Sicily. Now that you have reached the ripe young age of 80, we bring together some of your family and friends to help you celebrate. Your sister Cosimina and your nephew Carlo have come all the way from Milan, Italy, to be here with you for your celebration. So, honey, we honor you today for your very special life and for 80 wonderful years of love and friendship. We love you. Thanks for your life.